All right, small blind limped. I guess this board up is just much better for the big blind than it is for the small blind. We do have a gut shot. We have an over. Checking can't be worth that much, so I think I can go ahead and bet. Okay, you shouldn't really have many jacks. The jack shouldn't really help us either. Jack nine suited. I'm gonna go ahead and open under the gun. Pretty dicey. Okay, so we get called, we're out of position. His range is gonna be condensed. We are gonna have more strong hands, I think, on this board, but I think we just have to play pretty passive here out of position against condensed range. He could be calling hands like ace 10, ace jack, maybe even ace queen. He checks back. The king is going to be a card that improves us more often than it improves him, I imagine. Here we have jack high. I think we are going to be going for it here. But it's like pocket pairs and suited connectors. They'll just all have to fold. You know, we pick up a 9. I don't know how much showdown value we actually have here on this board. Yeah, I guess I'm not going to be wanting to bet a 9 even as a bluff. Maybe I do want to bluff the 9 actually. I mean, like, we're losing to everything he has. Okay, pretty easy check back. At this point, we're either way ahead or way behind, basically. We just have to fold. Pretty sure. Okay, I don't love this defend here with king jack off. I wonder if it's even better just as a 3-bet, but we'll defend. Just not super playable, we're out of position, et cetera, et cetera. I think we could probably have some check raises here on this board with this hand. We want to be check raising 3s, 7s, maybe like some 4-5 suiteds, and some of our best jacks. Okay, it's pretty favorable flop for us. It's also good for his. I think we're gonna start out with a bet here. Maybe I don't like the sizing. I think I like betting bigger. I should be starting to polarize just even on this flop. But he does raise, which is interesting. Do we want to have 3 bets here? I think we do with this hand. Okay, we're obviously losing to king 10 and 8-10. So I don't want to go huge here, but I think we can keep betting with this hand. Okay, we're not folding. I guess he just has it. No, okay. Oops. I think this hand makes an all right call even out of position. It's not super easily dominated by his 3-bet range, and I think it's super playable, but I'm not actually sure about this one. He's actually pretty decent flop for a hand. He's got jacks, nines, probably doesn't have sixes very often. Okay, so he's starting to polarize already on the board, basically saying he's got like overpairs. He's got ace, king, ace, queen, king, queen. He's still got a bunch of hands that miss this board entirely. So yeah, the 4 doesn't really give us any equity. Probably just gonna have to pitch if he bets larger again. Yeah, I think we just fold here. Not actually sure there. Let's go check that spot out. I think I'm gonna be check raising here, depending on his sizing. I think we'd wanna, okay, probably not check raising, it's the sizing. I guess he's sort of, I'm not really sure what he's saying with that size. He's got queens, kings, something like that is like, I guess what he's saying. Ace, jack. I think we actually get to donk here. The 8 never really improves him at all. He has a bunch of shit hands from the flop. We have top pair with a decent kicker. So when he just calls, I think we're gonna slow down here. Might get to block there on the end, I'm not sure. Okay, we definitely want to have some bets on this board that aren't hearts. Size-wise, we're going small. Sixes seems fine. Like we don't have very much going. Like no showdown value really. We want to have some non-heart bluffs. So he calls a small bet and then immediately checks. I guess we just check back. Trying to stay into a bluff. Try to get him to fold an ace. We'd want to be betting large. With our hearts. Okay. Pretty hard for big blind to have just complete air here. Like he's got gut shots with a lot of his air. He's got some straight draws. He's got some pairs. This hand is probably at the upper end of my median, so I could probably end up betting it. But okay, he goes for a larger sizing here on the spade. I don't really like his sizing. I guess sure, why not? But I guess we're just gonna have to let it go. Okay, so step one. This is going to be hijack first button 3-bet. It's probably a fold now I'm looking at it. Got to be one of the worst hands for opening, right? Okay, button raises, small blind fold, big blind fold, hijack. Okay, we can mix, makes sense. Yeah, I was thinking we were gonna call a bunch of suited connectors. These hands are just not very often dominated. Then 9-10 suited, we mix, half call, half fold, fair enough. And we're 3-betting. Sorry, we're 4-betting. Our top hands sort of polarizing a little bit with our 4-bets. Calling all of these guys. Okay. Let's check it out in Pio. Facing 3-bet, defend first button. And then facing hijack open, button 3-bets. $15. Okay, we're checking range, sure, makes sense. 3360. I'll have some raises. What's the board? Jack of diamonds, 9 of hearts, 6 of clubs. I have a feeling I meant to fold the flop. All right. Wow. Katie in position 3 better is meant to be range betting, essentially. How much did he bet? He bet small. No, he didn't. So that makes me dislike my call even more. He goes for the larger sizing. Okay, interesting. We are supposed to be just calling pure call. Wait, with some raising. Okay, there you go. Sorry, there's no raising. Okay. I was like, what? Okay, so even against the big bet here, we're not folding a ton. Well, I guess we're folding like half our range. So we're folding our ace highs and our pocket pairs worse than a 9. Okay. Calling with 6s. Yeah, it makes sense. We have 5 outs to improve. Folding 7s. We only have 2 outs to improve. 8s are just good enough, I guess. 9s are raising. 10-8 is double gutter. No, it's open ender. 10-9 makes sense. So we call, we get a blank turn. Definitely meant to be checking. Okay, what hands is he meant to be betting with here? King 9. Ace 7, spades. So I don't think Pool is going to be finding some of these bets here. So I think their betting range is going to be stronger than Pio's. So it's barreling when it has the diamond. Pure check when it doesn't. Pool might be getting that wrong. So Pool might be betting too often with barreling too often with ace king type hands with no diamond. Interesting, but I think they're probably also not finding some of these pure bets. King 9, for instance. Diamonds make sense. I think they find all the diamonds. Ace 7, spades. Like I don't think Pool's finding that. Pool's not finding all these ace 5s. Yeah, so I think Pool is going to be betting slightly stronger than Pio is here, which means I think we can start to fold a bit more than Pio. So which hands go first? Probably keeping all of our diamond draws, keeping all of our ace jacks. Oh, these are just pure raises. Okay, ace 9 makes some sense. Definitely, we're blocking aces. We're blocking. We're beating all of his 9s if he's betting 9s still. Probably keep all our queen 10s. Yeah, so I guess maybe we can start to fold this region here. 10-9, no diamond. 6-5, 7-6. I think that makes some sense. It's gonna be raising very aggressively when they limp the small blind. We have a gut shot here. We have a queen or queen high board. I think we would start to bet a little bit selectively. So we are going to size up here. We're going to start to polarize. It's a pretty large 3-bet here. I think we're probably supposed to defend this hand sometimes. Maybe it's about half pot, a little over. I think if you bet smaller, maybe we have some floats. Maybe you have some raises there. Probably don't have raises. You know what? Let's look at that hand. Okay, king queen off on the button. Facing a small blind 3-bet. So yeah, I guess we're dominated. Not that often. Got a bunch of ace queen off. But I think it probably seems like a fair enough defend with king queen off. Okay, we're mostly actually supposed to be raising. Okay, well, let's see if we have this in Pio. What's the board? 9-5-4. We don't, but let's just load it up. Okay, 3-bet pots. I'm actually going to remove the overbet option here. Wow, we actually get to lead here. Oh, small blind. Fuck. Okay, interesting. So if we have heart, we get to mix in a tiny amount of call, and that's because he could just be betting his back doors. Right, so if we go back to his strategy, he's not often betting hearts. So when he is betting, he doesn't have hearts as often. When he's bluffing, he doesn't have hearts. When he just has two high cards, he doesn't have hearts. So if we have hearts, then he's betting. Well, if he's betting anyway, he shouldn't really have hearts. Not sure. Yeah, no reason to bet really. Consider betting for value now, but it's gonna be calling any bet here. We get called by a jack. We certainly have over 50% equity against this continuation range, so we are gonna be betting. King 8 off, not gonna be ISOing in the small blind, out of position. Definitely gonna be three betting this hand. Gonna be three betting pretty aggressively in the big blind versus small blind. Okay, not gonna be doing anything but folding here. Okay, interesting that he would lead this flop here. Could be doing this with like a lot of two pairs, some straights, but we blocked the straight twice. Some ace X, some flush draws, some straight draws. No reason for us to bet, I don't think. Pretty good card for us in the end here. Yeah, we're probably only going to want to be betting straights really, so I think we can actually size up a bit. I don't think we're betting anything besides straights on this board. Sets. So we definitely want to mix in some checkbacks with some really strong hands. Some strong draws, I guess. I just don't know if this is really one of them. Okay, just debating on if I want to have any raises here. Probably do. Okay, we have a 9. We don't block 9-8 suited. Just fold. I think it's a raise there, actually. We're going to sit this one out. Go look at that hand. Yeah, we're going to be playing super cautiously on this board. But with the ace, I'm not sure. What are the positions here? Button versus big blind. 5, 6, 8 diamonds. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can raise a river as a bluff. Okay, I can actually arrange bet this board. Seven doesn't really change much, so this is a spot where I'm going to be over betting actually. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be doing a ton of checking. Our ace of diamond hands are getting checked quite a bit here. They're getting bet the most out of our ace highs, but it's definitely getting checked quite a bit here. So that seems good. So we check back. Three of clubs. Okay, he's meant to do a lot of leading, which he does, I think. Leads like 2/3 pot, which is the solver of proved play. What types of hands is he leading 2/3 pot with? A bunch of eights. Some sevens. Some open enders. Some top pairs. Some gut shots. A diamond. Two pairs. Okay, yeah, he's doing quite well here. Okay, obviously not folding the ace of diamonds. River's an 8 of spades, and he bets pretty big. Interesting. We're actually meant to call with ace high quite a bit. What hands is he meant to be betting? Straights, 8x. Bluffing all of his gut shots that miss, but all of his gut shots have a 9 in them. We have a 9. All of his open enders get bluffed at some frequency. Interesting. What are we bluff raising? Anything really? Queen 3 is a bluff raise. King 3, no, it's a value raise. A6, we're blocking full houses. So we really want to block full houses and not flushes. Okay, makes sense. Cool, makes sense. That's pretty cool. Ten four suited, I think. You know what? I think this might actually be a 3-bet sometimes. We're gonna want to be 3-betting pretty aggressively in polar. I was looking at that this morning. It's like 10-4, 10-5, 10-3, all those hands. I don't remember what hand I just had. 10-6 might have been a little too good. 10-4, perfect. Okay, against an earlier position raise and a shorter stack, no reason for me to 3-bet this hand. It was like a button raise with a full stack. I think I would consider it. You bet's almost half pot. Yeah, I don't think we can fold just yet. And I don't think raising really accomplishes much. So he should be betting pretty aggressively on the ace on the turn. So when he doesn't, I'm a little suspicious here. Just makes me kind of want to turn eights into a bluff, but I don't think queens or queen X or jack X is folding all that often. Seems really strange to me that he would check the ace and then bet again. I guess he's just saying he has a queen. He would have had to raise some pretty random hand for us to be ahead. So I think we're just going to be letting it go. Seems like an underbluff spot. Though his sizing was a little weird. Okay, I think on the button, I could maybe mix some flats in with this hand, but I think in these positions, I'm just gonna be three betting most of the time. Especially with the rake structure. I know I'm raising polar here. I don't know if this is out of line. Yeah, it looks like it's a pure call. Okay, we're doing pretty well on this board here. Thing is, this hand is like basically really, really close to the median of our range. Although I guess we may just get to range bet that board. Hmm. Was that flop? Under the gun versus big blind, king 9-7 two-tone. Okay, with two weaker players in the blinds, I think we're gonna mix a flat. Get squeezed huge. All right. Under the gun. First big blind. King. King 7 off. I don't even think we get to open that hand from the button. I think this hand's gonna be a 3-bet actually if small blind opens. Okay, he opens a bit large, which is actually probably fine. Should probably makes him a 3-bet a bit more. Okay, we're doing pretty well on this board actually. We have 10s and kings. He doesn't really block 4s. Gonna be starting to polarize. All right, let's see how often UTG is meant to be c-betting this board. Massive, yeah, just a range bet. So even with our hand, ace-6 suited, even with the offsuits, yeah. The mixed check, but I think I should just simplify here. All right, let's see. I think it's pretty hard for these guys to have completely whiffed this board, really. So I think we got to be betting selectively, and maybe if we had a spade, queen of spades, 10 of hearts, this hand would fit into the bet. So now we pick up a gut shot, and the king should be much better for us than it is for them. I think we can go ahead and bluff at this hand. We don't have to bet super big because there's two players. So under the gun opened, cut off 3 bets here, and we have 9s. We can't really 4-bet with 9s, and I don't really want to cold call. So I guess we just have to fold. Oh, come on. I wonder how strong we actually are meant to be cold foring from the big blind in that spot. Probably very strong. Probably get to mix in some 3-0 with Jack 10 off. This is probably get to bet big. All right. Under the gun opens. Hijack folds. Cutoff raises. 3% of hands. Look at that. Super tight. We just fold the rest. A great price. It's just debating 3-betting, but I don't think we really want to. So he could be betting some 10x, some Jack X. That's half pot into 2 players. We have 5 outs if we're behind. One's an overcard. It's not the best card we could have seen. Does he swing as a hand like Queen 10? Doesn't really ever have sets or just a queen. I don't know. I don't believe him. Could have made a straight. Shit. I got distracted. I wouldn't have even noticed that. Oh shit. Half pot with bottom sets. Pretty dry board. We're pretty deep. I was just debating if I want to check raise now or check raise now. Guess we just fold fives there. I don't really know. Cut off bet, button fold, small blind. Yeah, just fold fives mostly. Nice looking hand. Christmas aces. Okay, he's got 5-7s. We're not doing super great on this board, so we're gonna be playing pretty passively. I think ace makes a really good check, especially with a club. He doesn't have any bets large. I don't really think we have any options here, but to just call. SPR is getting pretty large. Or small, I guess is maybe the better way to put it. Calling a jam here kind of sucks, but we are. I guess we're just gonna jam ourselves. No, we aren't. Maybe we should have. I'm gonna end this. Take my dog out. Bye.